Little known travel hacks for flying. Ready to make your next flight a breeze? I'm going to teach you how to fly carry-on only, and it's really not as hard as you think. Even though I travel a lot, I still seem to overpack all the time, but I'm always able to fly without checking a bag, and it's because I have a secret weapon. So in this video, I'm sharing all my carry-on travel hacks, including how I packed for a 3-week trip using only carry-on luggage. Hit that subscribe button and let's soar into it. Okay, first, why carry-on only? Well, these days, there's so many bags getting lost, and it's probably not going to get better anytime soon. And there's nothing worse than starting your vacation with having to deal with a lost bag, right? Both my husband and I have been flying carry-on only for several years now, and not only is it just freeing and liberating, we never have to worry about our bags getting lost, we never have to wait at the luggage carousel, and it also means that we don't have to show up to the airport as early. So which type of carry-on bag should you use? I've used soft-sided and hard-shell carry-on bags, and there's pros and cons to both. So let's quickly go over those. The last couple trips I've been on, I used this hard-shell case from Level 8. And now, full disclosure, Level 8 did reach out to me and sent me this bag. However, I didn't want to make a video until I fully tested it, and also, Level 8 has no input on what I say in this video, whether it's good or bad, so I hope I have your full trust on my opinion on this bag. Most recently, I used this bag on a 3-week trip to Mexico where we stayed in 5 different places. So we unpacked and packed several times and really put this bag to the test. So here's a few things that I really like about it. They fit perfectly down the aisle of the airplane. You don't have to worry about bumping into anyone. It fits flawlessly in the overhead bin compartments. The wheels are ultra smooth and they seem pretty heavy duty. They held up really well on the cobblestone streets and like the uneven pavement in Mexico. And even if your bag is really heavy, loaded with stuff as you're pushing it doesn't feel heavy at all. I really like that. It's got a separate front pocket, and that's meant for your laptop and other travel documents. I do like that. It's raised so you do get that little extra bit of room from the bigger compartment behind it. The laptop pocket is a little bit small. I think it's meant for a smaller laptop or tablets. However, it does still fit larger laptops. As you can see with mine, you just won't be able to totally fold over the little Velcro band. And whether you have a laptop or not, I really love all these extra pockets because it gives you quick access to things like your passport and stuff. When you're in the airport, it's got the TSA locks on both the zippers, and I really like them for the not so obvious reasons. Number 1 is just for that added security when you're in your room. So when I travel with my laptop, it never fits in the in-room safe. So I always put it in my bag, zip it up, and lock it, and that just avoids the little crimes of opportunity situations. The other time I really like using it is when we're checking out of our hotel and our flight doesn't leave till later in the day, or we can't check into the next hotel till later in the day. We leave the bags with the bell desk or at the front desk, and it's always behind like a locked door or in a locked room. But again, I lock the bags just for that added little layer of security. If you like this bag and you're interested in it, I do have links in the description below. You can get them on Amazon, or if you buy directly from the brand's website, you do get a discount. Now, I do still like my soft-sided carry-on, and there's a few reasons why. If you're someone who tends to overpack, the soft-sided bag gives you a little more wiggle room. However, if you do tend to overpack, sometimes that's not a good thing. And I do like the hard shell case because it doesn't really give you that extra wiggle room, especially if it doesn't have an expander. So it keeps me in check and prevents me from overpacking. But with the soft-sided bags, you don't have the spinner wheels, which are inset, so you actually do get a tiny little bit more room. And the wheels on this bag that I use are super soft. They're heavy duty. They're like really good rollerblade wheels. And they just go over anything with ease. I will say, if you're traveling with children or pets or generally just have your hands full and you're traveling, the Level 8 spinner bags make it really easy for one travel partner to roll the bags with one hand while you hold the precious travel cargo. If you are flying with a pet in the cabin, I've got a full video about our experience to help you out. Now, when you're packing your carry-on only, it's going to seem like it's really small at first, but don't worry, because in addition to a carry-on item, you do get one personal item that fits underneath the seat. So make sure you take full advantage of this, and this is my secret weapon. So I use this bag that fits under the seat on the airplane, and it basically gives me 50% more luggage space in this bag. I usually add the bigger or bulkier items, like sweaters, scarves, stuff like that. So these can be dual purpose because you can use them as blankets or extra layers on the plane if you get chilly. Now, as far as packing your bags, always start with the larger, bulkier items first, and then fit the smaller and lightweight items on top and fill the gaps inside. Pro tip for necklaces, place them inside of straw so they don't get tangled. Let's talk liquids when you're flying, carry on only. This seems to be the #1 issue that a lot of people have, but don't worry, I got a few tips that'll make it a breeze. So your liquids have to be in a clear bag that's 1 quart or less in size. There are tons of bags advertised on Amazon that show that they're TSA friendly, but not all of them are, and you don't want to show up at the airport security and find out that they're not going to let you through with your liquids bag. So what I do is I use these medium-sized Ziploc bags. The total size is 0.97 quarts. Not only are they perfectly watertight, they seal really well. They're also dirt cheap, and you probably already have them in your home. These have never failed me yet. For liquids themselves, they'd have to be in containers 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters in size or less. And instead of using these refillable empty jars or squeeze bottles, I use these little container bags. Not sure what you call them, they work so much better than those empty fillable jars because they take up way less space and they come in different sizes so you can use what you need. These have been a lifesaver for traveling, carry-on only with liquids, and a little tip to get through airport security in a breeze. What I'd like to do is I keep my liquids Ziploc bag with me, usually in my personal item, just for easy access, so I don't have to go digging in my luggage when I'm in line. All I do is pull it out, place it in the bin, go through security, and then once you do get through security, there's tables where you can, repack them really easily. Now, to minimize the number of liquids you have, here's a couple things that I do. Pack a bar of soap instead of liquid body wash, and you can even cut up a bar of soap into small pieces. If you're not going to be going for very long, also bring a lotion stick instead of a cream. At most airports in North America, at least, this doesn't count as a liquid, and that allows me to eliminate another liquid from my bag. If you're going to a sunny destination, you can get sunscreen sticks instead of liquid lotions, and there's another liquid eliminated for the rest of your toiletry items. I highly recommend a hanging toiletry bag so you could hang it up in the hotel room out of the way. Sometimes you don't always get a big counter with lots of space, so the hanging feature is definitely what you want. This is the bag that I use, and the genius thing about this bag is that the big compartment has 2 zippers, one on the top and one on the bottom, so you can easily access items in the bottom without having to dig around and take out a whole bunch of things to get access to it. And this bag isn't just for the ladies. I do love the soft pink color, but once I got it and started using it, my husband had to get one for himself, so he has one in black. Alright, I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, give the video a big thumbs up and stay tuned to my channel, because I've got an upcoming video where I'm sharing all my best tips for flying, getting through the airport, choosing the best seat, and how to get on the plane first. Thanks for watching.